Hi guys, today our topic is props. I will show you how fast understand what does prop mean, and let us go. So you can find information about props in Google, so I will not focus on from which source you are getting the information. So I just want to show you what you can find easily in W3 Schools website about props. So one sentence about props, that it's properties in React. You can understand is like properties. So the arguments is props are arguments. So and it could be pass as a HTML attribute. So let us go on and let me show you how it's work in the practice. So let us start about child and parent components. So here we have two components, car and garage. So you can see that car component is rendering inside of garage. So we can say that a garage component is a parent, car is child. So in React we can pass the props, the properties, from the parent to the child, from up to down. You cannot pass from car to garage because car is child. You can do it from garage to car. So it's easy to understand. Just save it somewhere in your head. Let's go. And what happened here? So when we're rendering this child component, we can give inside the property. It could be anything, string, number, everything, object also. So in this case we have string, and we call this properties like brand. You can call it model, you can call it XXX, you can call it everything what you want. In this case we call it brand. So what we can do to use these props in the child component, we just have to write the props in the argument of the child component, and then when we want to render these properties, we just need to write props dot the name of the property, name of props. So in this case is props dot brand. We can use props dot model, props dot everything else if we have it in our properties list. So why props? We can have not one, we can have 2, 3 and more. So let me show you what will happen if we will add something. For example, here we can add instead of brand, for example, model, and call it Fusion. Yeah, Ford Fusion. Okay, so and close it in this way. So we have brand and model props. Then inside of the child component, somewhere where we're rendering, we can render, for example, this is a model, or just write model, and the same as we use here, props.brand, we will use props.this model, and it means that this means that we will render Fusion. So model Fusion. Okay, this is clear, this is simple to understand. Let us go to VS Code and I will show you what we can do. So here you can see that I've created a simple application with great React app command, and let us start. So let's think that app component is a parent component. So let us create here another component, call it, for example, list, and let us create another component like item. Okay, the idea is like this: app is a parent, then down will come the list, then down will come the item. So item will be in the end, like item is a child for list, list is child for app component. So now we will give pass the properties, the props from the app to list and then to item. Okay, let us start with the list. Yes, I think, yeah. Okay, so the props come here already. Let us write here that this is a list, okay, of items. Okay, this component, simple component, will render this p, this text, and let us save it and let us render it here in our parent component app. So we'll just write it in this way and it automatically imports. Okay, save, and you can see that this text from the list component came here. Okay, so let us do the same with item component, and here will be like this is an item. Okay, and let us render it inside of our list component item. Okay, and it also render. So you can see this structure, and let us pass some properties from the app to list. First of all, okay, what should we do? We just write here when we are rendering this component list a property. So let us call it, for example, okay, sorry, we should have something to pass. For in this case, let us create, for example, an object. Yeah, it will call items, for example. Okay, yeah, it will be, for example, an array of objects. For example, ID1, yes, the item name is, I don't know, everything. So this is a React, yeah, like this, and let us make some corrections. Okay, something like this. Yes, so the second should be ID2, and name will be JavaScript. Yeah, we have here an error because we should open the curly braces. Yeah, this is a simple array of objects, and we will pass this array through to the child component. So let us call it the same. My practice is I'm calling the props like the props name. So if I'm passing the items, I will call it items. I will not call it xxx, for example. Yeah, and items. I will not call it like this. I will call it also items to make it easy to understand in the next child component. Okay, so yeah, we're pushing this array in this way, and it means that list component will have all data inside of this items array. So let us see what happened in the list component. First, you can see where we wrote here props. It means that we can use these props everywhere inside of our child component. Let us write here like this: props dot items, because we call it items, and let us render this first ID. Okay, items name. Sorry, this is an array, so we should write here the index, for example, the first dot name. So it should be that name, because the items is array, and we will get the 0 index item inside of items array. So it should be this one, and the name should be the React. Okay, save, we will get here React. That's right. Okay, so let us push it also down to the item component. So what should we do? We should also write here items and also items. We are pushing this props down. Don't forget to write props. Okay, so I will show you in the next minutes how to not use this props word everywhere, just refactor it. Okay, let's go on. So we have in items component again the properties, and here we will have again, let us copy, just not lose the time, just copy it. Let us clear it from here. Okay, we'll clear it. We have no React here, but we will have it here. Sorry, double color braces. Okay, now we have React in items component. So easy to understand. We pass these items through starting from app to list, and from list to app. Okay, so to make it more easy to not to write always props word, so just what we should do, just refactor it at how calls our props, it's items. So we should write here, instead of props, in color braces, it's refactoring, yeah, items. So we don't need this props word here, and we don't need props here, because we are making refactoring like this, and these props also don't need here. Okay, so everything working, React is here, nothing broken. So what if we want to pass additionally another prop? So we just write here another props. Let us call it I don't know, title. Yeah, title will be props topic, for example. Yeah, and this title will be passed here inside of this color break title. Okay, and we can pass it also here to the item. Let us call it title, also title. Okay, these props will go through go down to the item component, like in this way. We call it title, so let us get it here also. Let us write here our today's topic is title. Okay. Sorry, I forgot the title here. Okay. You can see our today's topic is props. We don't need this topic words here. Okay. Our today's